Este es mi equipo. Este es tu videolog para pensar en equipo. Hoy tenemos con nosotros a Claudia Schmitz, una experta en facilitación, que nos va a hablar sobre tener la imagen de conjunto. Hello, Claudia.
Hello, Jose.
Nice to have you here in Bilbao with us.
Oh, thank you very much for getting me.
And the first question would be why we are not putting the right questions.
Yes, it is a really good question. Why is it so complicated to get new questions? It's because our brains is used to make shortcuts. We like to think logic. We try to think, we take things for granted and which we have, it is as it is, and we don't question it anymore. If we would question everything every time, our brain would get an overflow. So we try to be efficient and don't ask things which should be clear. But sometimes they're not, and we just think they're clear, but we are running in the wrong direction because we don't ask this question anymore.
And we need to see them in a different way.
Yes, we have to think about it. We question again. We have to be innocent as childs and just say, why is it so? And people don't like these questions, yeah, because in their brain there was already the click.
What kind of questions children put that are surprising parents or teachers?
Oh, the children can be terrible on this. So it is, for example, it is that a child asks you the question and says, why is the sky blue? Well, most parents think there was something with physics, and sometimes they just try to make it simple and say the water is blue, and there is a reflection on the sky, and this is why the sky is blue. Well, the answer is not completely wrong, but it is a really simplification. So we could help children to understand this if we say, you see, our planet is full of water and it has no color. If I have put in a glass of water, it has no color, yeah? So where is the color coming from? And then you can say, in the air, then where we see the clouds, there are little prisms, there are little points, it's like rain which is not yet falling down. And these water elements, it's like a prisma where the sunshine is going through and splits on the light into the different colors. And if you show a child a prisma, then you can see immediately the spectrum of the colors, and then you say, well, from our perspective, we just see the blue. It might be that the ants or the bees see yellow because they have different eyes. But our eyes in this spectrum, on this light situation, will reflect the blue. And this is why the sky looks blue, because it's a water. And this is also why the water in the sea looks blue. It has nothing to do with color, it's a light effect.
Sometimes we lack enough context. Why is that?
Well, we believe in shortcuts to be more efficient. This is a very European perspective. So we try to limit all the data, we make it as short as possible and think if you know this, it should be enough for you to act. And sometimes it's not. The more you know around it can give you more understanding of what the situation is. I give you an example.
With kids, please.
With kids, yes. You know, I remember that still from my childhood. I always couldn't understand why the banana has such a stupid shape. I remember my mother always joked about it, so she repeated me, why is the banana like it is? Warum ist die Banane krumm, we say in German. And you can only understand why this is because if you see it in context. One banana is like it is, and it doesn't make any sense. Two bananas or three bananas still hooking together, you see, there is some, they all are like this, but you still don't know why they are like this. And you can only understand why this banana is like this when you see the whole. If you see the banana tree and you see the plant, the fruit hanging together, it is a one. It's beautifully shaped in a cascade how the bananas are coming together. And then you see, this makes sense. This is the optimum shape for a lot of fruit being safe, because it has a kind of shell out of this form. And this is why each one fits like a puzzle into the whole. So you only understand the puzzle if you see the whole. This is the story of the banana.
Mm-hmm. This is a very good example, Claudia. It's very interesting, because until you have the whole picture, you don't understand why. Yes. The shape of a banana. Yes. Why a team needs to have this whole picture? Why is it important for a team?
For a team, it is important that they all have a kind of idea of what the whole or the vision is. Where are we going to? So they can see if the different pieces fit together. If not, if they don't see that the whole thing is a banana, they would try to make straight ones, because they might think they are nicer, or they're more efficient to store, yeah? But it doesn't make sense in the total context. So if you are not knowing about the big picture, you have to question everything again and again. And if there is only one who has the big picture and the others don't, you have to tell them more directive what to do and what not to do. And they behave because you think you're right, but they don't behave because they understand. So if they would just see the principle behind it, they would just follow it. They don't need any rules or prescription or role descriptions, because they just know that's where we go.
They agree the principles.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Claudia.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, muchas gracias también a vosotros, y estaremos aquí esperando vuestros comentarios, y por favor seguidnos en nuestra página web. Hasta pronto. No dejes de visitar el espacio de encuentro joseochoa.com. Conéctate ahora mismo, suscríbete a mi lista de correo y conviértete en un jugador de equipo. Tendrás acceso a un estimulante libro que cuenta cómo un grupo de amigos se convirtió en un verdadero equipo cruzando el Atlántico a vela. Recibirás algunos contenidos exclusivos, documentos especiales y mis actualizaciones personales que no comparto en ningún otro sitio. Si te ha gustado la entrevista, pulsa pulgar hacia arriba en el vídeo de YouTube. Suscríbete al canal y pasa la voz. Hagamos grande el equipo.